The mystery of the disappearance of the Ninth Spanish Legion. We know a lot about Rome's famous legions. Major events, especially military ones, were carefully documented by Roman historians. The story of the Ninth Spanish Legion has been thoroughly studied by scholars. It was originally raised by Pompey the Great in Spain around 65 BC as part of a group of 4 new legions. In 58 BC, it came under the command of Julius Caesar and earned glory during the Gallic Wars. 12 years later, the legion was disbanded. But just 5 years after that, Octavian Augustus recalled its veterans to service and restored its original standards. In 25 BC, the Ninth returned to Spain to suppress rebellions by the Cantabri and Asturias tribes. These groups gave Rome years of trouble, and only in 13 BC were they finally defeated. For its role in that campaign, the legion was awarded the honorary title Hispana, the Spanish. In the following decades, the Ninth was stationed along the Rhine and in the province of Pannonia. Its base was in what is now Croatia. In AD 43, the legion was deployed to Britain. It was the first Roman legion to be permanently based on the newly conquered island. One of its forts grew into a major stronghold called Iberacum. A city developed around the fortress, and from there, Roman governors ruled the province of Lower Britannia. Today, that city is known as York, in England. The Ninth Spanish Legion remained a key pillar of Roman authority in Britain through the end of the 1st century AD. It regularly put down uprisings among the native tribes. In AD 61, the legion suffered devastating losses at the hands of the Celtic rebel queen Boudicca. Her forces nearly wiped it out, but the Ninth was replenished and rebuilt. At times, it was transferred to the continent to support other campaigns against Germanic tribes, but it always returned to its base at Iberacum. The last firm records of the legion in Britain date to the early 2nd century AD. After that, nothing. The Ninth is not mentioned in any documents related to the construction of Hadrian's Wall, which began about 15 years later. Half a century after that, during the reign of Marcus Aurelius, the Ninth is completely absent from the official list of active legions. It had vanished. No Roman source explains what happened. Unsurprisingly, this mystery has inspired many theories. One popular idea is that the legion was destroyed by the Picts, the native people of northern Britain. The name Pict means painted ones because they were known for covering themselves in tattoos. Fierce and rebellious, the Picts caused Rome a great deal of trouble. This theory formed the basis for the movie The Eagle about the lost Ninth Legion. The idea of an entire Roman legion disappearing has fascinated writers for decades. In Harry Turtledove's The Lost Legion series, for example, a Roman legion is magically transported into a parallel world by a Celtic sorcerer. But despite its popularity, the theory that the Picts wiped out the Ninth doesn't hold up archaeologically. And such a disaster, an entire legion destroyed by tribal forces, would have been a big enough event that Roman historians likely would have written about it. In fact, evidence suggests the legion didn't disappear in Britain at all. Traces of the Ninth have been found in continental Europe. Near Aachen, Germany, in the ruins of a temple to Apollo, archaeologists discovered an altar. Its inscription reveals that it was dedicated by Lucius Licinius Macer, prefect of the Ninth Legion, around the early 2nd century AD. A prefect in the Roman army was responsible for managing a legion's camp, which means the legion must have been stationed nearby. This is confirmed by other finds in the area: harness fittings, pottery, and equipment stamped with the legion's name. Some officers of the Ninth later show up in Roman provinces like Arabia and Africa. One former military tribune, Quintus Numisius Jr., even became a consul in the 2nd century. So clearly, the Ninth was neither destroyed nor left behind in Britain. It was simply transferred back to the mainland. But after that, its trail vanishes. Around that time, the Second Jewish Revolt erupted in Judea, followed by renewed war against the Parthians. It's entirely possible the Ninth was sent to the Middle East. 13 legions took part in crushing the Bar Kokhba revolt, but not all are named in the historical record. Could the Ninth have been one of them? If so, perhaps it suffered such catastrophic losses in one of those conflicts that it was disbanded. No definitive account survives, and the final fate of the 9th Spanish Legion remains unknown. Its disappearance still fuels novels, movies, and speculation. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like and subscribe. It really helps the channel grow. That's all for now. See you in the next episode.